Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where all friends and fans come together to BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discuss a musical artist. Some upcoming album releases we are covering are Blink 182's One More Time and the Rolling Stones' Hackney Diamonds. Both out on the same day. It's been a busy freaking year in music. A lot of great releases, which leads us to today's video Sincere Engineers Cheap Grills. We are up to 260 subscribers. Big shout out to all of you who have subbed, who watch, and who leave us comments. With me today, he's the California King, Tim.
How's it going?
He's always inside my head, Colquitt.
Wow. Hey, that's a little intimate for this, man. Come on.
And our returning special guest who introduced this band to me a few years ago. I dragged him across the finish line, Joe.
Howdy.
I'm getting a code orange. Jason is in the building.
Oh.
So yeah, Sincere Engineer. I love this band. Like I said, Joe got me into them a couple years ago. This is Colquitt and Tim's introduction to them. They had like a day to listen to this one record, so that'll be fun. That's why we asked Joe to come back, because he's a pretty big fan of this band. So,
oh yes.
You want to start us off, Joe? What you think of Cheap Grills?
So, and kind of my introduction to this band is because of the Lawrence Arms. Deanna, lead singer, he was a fan of Lawrence Arms, and I happened to stumble across something by them. I think it was maybe her and Chris doing an acoustic thing on YouTube, and I was like, "Who in the world is this?"
I think they did Shattering together.
Yeah, and so found this album, and or found her first album, and was a fan ever since. So Cheap Grills, I was really excited to hear she was putting out, or they were putting out an album this year, just because it's been a moment. We had Bless Your Psyche, which was okay. That was an okay second album. Wasn't nearly like the first, and so we have this one, which overall I think is amazing. I don't know how far we want me to go into the album here. Just introduction, or you want me to dig in?
Go for it.
Yeah, dig in.
Dig in.
So I don't think there's a bad song on this album. I've listened to it probably, I'd say this is probably the most listened to album I've had this year. Maybe Bouncing Souls, 10 Stories High, but they're probably really close. And the last album, there was definitely some songs that I couldn't get into. I was like, they're fine. They're okay. But this one, I don't think there's a bad song here. I love the beginning. Anemia is just a great opener. I love the closer, Blind Robin. So, I'm a big fan of opener closers to albums. I think that's a really strong point of both of them. But we can go down the line. California King, it's got some great things in there. Code Orange, like Tim talked about, one of my favorite songs here. Yeah. Inside My Head, fantastic. Let me jump in with some more. Y'all talk a little bit.
All right, I guess I'll read my notes. I'm a walking open wound. Don't make any sudden moves. Completely sets the mood for this entire record.
Mm-hmm.
That crowd sing along outro, the metaphors on California King. That's what I love about Deanna's lyrics. They're so sad and they're so desperate, but her delivery is so full of hope and happiness. You just want to give her a hug. Love the energy on Old Coat Pocket. This whole album, it's definitely a better album than Bless My Psyche for me. Landline is top tier. Fireplace is fucking brutal, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Those lyrics are fucking...
So Fireplace, I don't really care for the lyric about being a cannibal buffet. I think it gets a little weird there.
That's so fucking...
But everything else is amazing in that. I was like, I'd like to pick on you for that specific line, but man, the song's so good.
That is a fuck you song if there ever was one. Shit, you made me lose my place now. Code Orange is just as brutal, only aimed at a different target. I think this band is going to go some places. Inside My Head may make it to my top songs for 2023. The whole album right now is an album of the year contender. 2023 has been a fucking good year in music. Library of Broken Bindings. Holy shit. For being close to 4 minutes, there's a lot of interesting changes and melodies that the song just flies by. We've been listening to a lot of bands with some really long songs lately, so Scratch is probably my low point on the album, but it's still really good. Minus the reference to snow, A Touch of Hell just reminds me of every time I go back to Daphne. I drove through the snow, nostalgic days, and the friends I still know. I'm only here for a few. I know it ain't much. It's hard to tell. It's a little bit of heaven and a touch of hell. Cinder Blocks is great, and Blind Robin, her vocals on that one, the record's fucking amazing. I'd have to go back and listen to Rhombathiatin to not say this is their best record. Like this one might beat the first one. I don't know.
One of the I love that song about going back to your hometown. I was like, this is great because it does. It fits in minus snow. But this album has baseball, pool, and being gleeful that someone's on fire. So what's not to love?
And talking on a landline.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice little touch of home for me. That was great.
Now, what y'all don't know, Colquitt does have a landline. That's all he uses.
Yeah, it's weird that it works, but it does. So we just make it
Texts
happen.
are a little tough. But.
Well, I mean, I actually have a rotary on my modem. Like I have to, like it's a real home piece of kit, I guess, homebrewed kit. Yeah. I mean, this is my I only have first impressions because I've literally only got to listen to this once, and my first impressions were that lyrically it's pretty phenomenal. Like I don't know anybody's name in the band, but whoever writes the lyrics and the way the singer sings them, there's a lot of conviction, and it's from a place of truth for sure. Musically, I've heard a lot of these songs, it's very familiar to me musically and I don't know. I'm 41. I want to hear something different sometimes, but I do appreciate that it's all very well constructed, and I do appreciate the little touches of piano and some strings, some violin and stuff. Like there's a lot of really cool musical accents going on. The voice will take some getting used to for me. I know I like weird voices, and she's got such character to her voice. Some of the vocal lines themselves, like the meter of them, were a little repetitive because I don't know. Like I don't know how young this person is either. Like they could be like burgeoning into an even better artist. You know what I mean? Like I don't know the ages of anybody, and I'm old now, so I have to keep that in mind when I hear stuff. I liked Library of Broken Bindings was literally the song where I was like, okay, I hear you guys now. Like I really hear you. And I liked Scratched a lot. I thought that was an awesome song. Landline was great. I liked Blind Robin because it kind of hinted at like, I don't know, a less abrasive form of the band in a way, even though the lyrics are pretty intense about, a date at a baseball game and just a heartbreaking kind of story. But yeah, man, I really like the record. I'm going to give it another shot. It's not something I would typically throw on and listen to, but it's very well done. And if you like this kind of music, you will love this album a lot, probably. For sure.
So you say you didn't know the story of the album cover?
Yeah, no. It's probably somebody's dad or something.
It's her dad that she went back home
Okay.
and she was digging through all these old photo albums, and a lot of the songs are kind of based on that. I think that's why it's been 2 years. Like that's pretty quick for compared to the other two albums. So,
well, lyrically, it has a lot of nostalgia going on in it too. So it kind of fits to have like an old family photo as your a visual theme for it in a way.
yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. I was looking at the what we're looking for as far as years apart with the albums.
I think it was 4 and 2.
Yep, you nailed it.
Which is crazy because this one is such a step up from 4 years. Not that the last one's bad. It's just
and it's my least favorite of the albums.
Yeah, it's like my least favorite as well.
I'm with you. I'd have to really go back and listen to
Rhombathian?
Rhombathian? I don't know. Somebody in the chat spell it out.
Yeah, let us know in the comments how do you pronounce that.
Yeah.
Wait.
But yeah, I'd have to really listen to these back to back to be like, all right, which one's my favorite? Because They're both outstanding. And I'm with you. Right now, we are a top album of the year contender.
Just 4 days though. Rolling Stones and Blink's coming out, so
That's true.
and the gas
I
album.
can almost guarantee that Rolling Stones will not be in my top album of the year, but I've been proven wrong before.
You need to join us. I'm 8 albums deep into 26 albums. I'm getting ready.
Yeah, when are y'all doing that? Next January or so? Because that's about the time I'd be able.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, it's
2
going to
weeks.
be it's a slog for me, unfortunately, but it'll happen. We'll do it. What did you think, Tim? We haven't said a thing. What? Give us some talk.
I mean, man, you guys covered it all. My introduction to the band, this is the first album I heard, and I heard it for the first time today. So just first impressions is positive. I liked it. I thought the production was really good. I thought the instrumentation, like everything was played fantastically. I thought the lyrics were great. Like you said, the lyrics really paint pictures, and they're kind of fun to follow along with. I heard a lot of cool like Beach Boys pop going on in the production. I also heard a lot of like 2000s pop punk, but I would probably say this is better than anything that came out in the 2000s in that genre. Because they, like Colquitt mentioned, all these songs feel familiar, but I think what they're doing within that structure of just a pop song, they're doing a lot of really interesting changes, tempos, instruments, all of it. A lot of cool fills. Yeah. And yeah, you mentioned too, there's a lot of cool little like auxiliary noises going on, different instruments and stuff that really add to it as a whole production. I think Code Orange is probably my favorite song on there, as well as the book binding one. I liked that one a lot as well. And then the first song was really good too. I liked that a lot. Like the whole thing's got a real good energy to it. The only song I really kind of questioned was the last one, just because it didn't feel like it fit musically with the rest of the album. And so it felt like a weird closer to me. But I will definitely be listening to this again as well. So, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I want to point out that it's really cool that there's something called Code Orange that came out this year that's good, because that new Code Orange album is not. But I had to put some snark in here.
Yeah, no, that
Code Orange.
I thought you were talking about a Mountain Dew flavor there for a moment.
Oh no! I do love Livewire, which is the Mountain Dew orange flavor, but I'm not Code Orange, the band. Anyway, we'll talk about them at some other point. This band's pretty good. I like them.
I love her voice, and I've loved her voice from the beginning. I think this isn't as raw as like the first album as far as her voice can get, but there are times you see the hints in here for a lot of things, and the way that she does a lot of words to get, like, whenever you try to force rhyme, collage and garage, which already rhyme, but it sounds like you're forcing them to rhyme. It was fun because I was like, wait a minute, it does rhyme? Why did you force it like that? That's kind of a cool thing she did.
Yeah, her pronunciation too. It's very acidic and kind of like, I don't know, like the way she pronounces certain syllables are not the ways I would normally hear somebody do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely adds a more like kind of biting nature to the sad tragedy of some of the stories in this record. Like, it's pretty good. Like I said, man, she sings with conviction, man. You know she believes it. That's good.
Yeah, I highly suggest just go on YouTube and watch their music videos because they are all hilarious. They kill it with the music video department.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those here recently, and they're great. And all the songs, like this is a fun band. I'm excited to dive deeper.
If I get a chance to go see them live, I think they're coming here in December.
They just played here. I mean, it was too short of a notice. I'm like, damn it.
I have to do a live from, a live reporting there.
I'll check my concert calendar.
I'm just gonna Google their tour dates real fast.
Yeah, they just played
Could.
Houston.
Technical difficulties.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry guys. I'll let you know. I'll let you know, Tim. I'll see something.
Cool.
I'll let you know.
Cool.
Well, I mean that's all I got.
Yeah, it's a really good album. It's a really good album.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, so you can check out our 2023 year-end review, where we'll be talking about this band again. Along
What's up with this logo on the
17...
side? Sorry to interrupt. I like this new logo design you have over here.
Yeah, that's just Zoe made that. I said, put
Good
whatever
job,
records you
Zoe.
want. She picked the Blue Album and Blink's California, and then Melina Martin. The other one's her record.
That looks nice. That's awesome.
She said,
Sorry to
"Don't."
interrupt.
She said she hates the headphone cord. I'm like, yeah. What can you do? She's a kid.
Oh, we'll get a new one.
We
I thought it
support.
was kind of meant to be like a music note kind of headphone cord type thing.
No, that
I
kinda
thought we were
works
doing a
too, yeah.
mashup. Yeah. That's
Hey,
what she meant to
we
do.
support
Anyway.
independent artists here.
That's right.
They're free.
Always.
But yeah, that's our review. First impressions. Sincere Engineer.
Check it out.
I think we're we got Typo Negative going on right now. We got Tool next week, so that'll be fun. No, we don't have Tool next week. It's Nirvana. It's our 100th episode.
That's like in 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, I think.
Yeah,
something
I
like
forget.
that.
It'll be November probably, at least.
Next week's Nirvana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big one
Oh,
out.
the party.
Yeah,
The
big
party.
that Joe didn't show up for.
Yeah, I couldn't make it.
It's all right,
That's
man.
okay. We
Life is
got
hard.
representation. We put your album.
Yeah.
We filled your album.
We took care of you.
Yeah.
Oh, did y'all put mine in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
one's my favorite?
I think it was Nobody's Daughter.
Yeah, I think you ended up on Nobody's Daughter.
Yeah.
It's Muddy Babies,
right.
but good try, y'all.
Yeah, it was definitely Nobody's Daughter. I'm cramping. I'm old.
Yeah. Got nothing but cheap grills left.
Right.
We're gonna wrap this up.
I go.
Yeah.
Be safe. Well, here, Joe, you get to say it since you're back. Go ahead
Uh-oh.
and say your line.
Yeah, your old hat. You take it.
So, hang on, I haven't done this in a while. Make sure to tell your sister's mother's cousin about it. No, I'm just joking. Y'all be safe. Make great decisions.
Would that be
Way
your
back
cousin?
throwback. Maybe.
I
I can't do the
I don't
twice
know who that is,
removed.